Hey, everybody. Okay, let's see. Anybody here? Nope. Oh, well, still gonna start. Yeah, I'm working on these planters again. As you can see, all the stuff there. But I want to make some tentacles, or just like some vines that are like reaching out from the base. And I was looking through my plant stuff, and then I noticed something. The tips that we hardly ever use, the bottom part, actually look pretty close to what I want. It's got some nice little segments here, a little bit of nice texture. It does have a lot moldite I'm going to have to get rid of, but this will actually work out perfect for what I want. So that's what I'm going to be using for my like a tentacle or two that's reaching out, because I'm sure lots of us have different flowers that we've picked up at Dollar Tree and random places. So I've got a drawer full of them. So I am going to be using the bottom parts that typically get thrown out. Hopefully these little stinkers actually cut through. Hey, way out there. Hey, Paymanis. Yeah, just trying to get some tentacles for these plant mounds. And I figured out that the bottom part of the like flowers and stuff that we buy at Dollar Tree and all the different places will actually work out for perfect tentacles. The parts that we typically throw out. They are a pain in the butt to cut, though. All the wires inside. Yeah, that works. Bending it. So I picked through my collection of flowers or collection of plants and whatnot in my ugly plant drawer, of which I just like, I might use that someday, and just kind of sits in the drawer forever, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing I have my laptop sitting right in front of me here, because these things are shooting across the table. But I want to have at least two of these like tentacles sticking out from the plant each base, and I got 5, so I need 10 of them. I think I have a stronger. Yeah, this might work. Yeah, I'm trying to get a new video uploaded right now. Some golems that I made. There we go. Hey, breaking it apart does help. Did I mention I have lots of flowers? It's going to be a matter of trimming some of the flashing and mold lines off. I mean, it probably won't be that exciting, but we all know this is part of the process. Woohoo! Man. There we go. I'll tell you what, this is a bigger pain in the butt than I thought it would be, but still going. So I wonder if cutting cutting the individual ones seems to work a little better. Yeah, it does work better. Oh yeah, I sent him a boatload of stuff. Of course, you'll get to see it in person in October when he holds his convention, won't you? Because you're going to be there live, right? Fortunately for me, traveling to Canada is not exactly in the cards for right now. Maybe eventually. Yeah, I am looking for. Man, stiff. I really should just bend. Weird powder on these. I don't know. I thought some of the plants looked cool for different things. That's why I bought it. Here I am using the opposite end. Chop an arm and like have to make it. Yeah. Well, as long as you didn't use your painting, can't chop off your hand that you paint with, you'll be good. Because they make those. And you remember to take your holder for painting minis. Son of a gun. Yeah, let me get this out of the way. Get. This is more or less a matter of trying to bend it in different weird shapes. I said I like these because of the different segments they have, and they do have like some texture to it. So these give me what I want with minimal effort. Like I said, I can just have it sticking out from wherever. It's also going to be covered up with a bunch of other stuff too. So it's just a matter of bending them in weird shapes, like a plant tendril or something. Ooh, let me grab hardware. Yeah, that works better. So I'm not even sure which mound this is going to or whatnot. Certain parts of this is going faster than I thought it would. And then, of course, certain parts are going to go slow, I know. Well, I try and, like, little pieces like this, that's going to require a lot of drying time. I'm going to try and make sure that it's at the end of the stream. Yeah. These things are tough. Definitely going to have to clean this stuff off. No big deal. Fortunately, all my tools are within a reasonable reach. Ow, fuck. Some. Yep, cleans off pretty quick. Minimal effort. I'm a cheap and lazy crafter. Yeah, close enough. Might be easier if I clean before I bend it. Might take some of it. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm not a big fan of using wire brushes, but it does work. Mainly because I don't like getting stuck with the individual wires from these stupid little brushes. What are those bases made from? Yeah. I carved, this is all foam. I carved these out like 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I mean, foam is my main choice of building material. Mainly because I get it for free at work by pulling it out of dumpsters. When you're at Claricon, you'll actually see really similar bases on the mushrooms some of the mushrooms that I sent Dungeon Minister, whether he sells them or gives them away for prizes. But yeah, I like the way those bases look, so I'm recycling the look for these. Oy. I don't even know why I started. Actually, and you're part of the reason why I started doing these live crafting sessions. Like, well, if he can do live painting sessions, I can do live crafting. So yeah, okay. But also wanted to show, and I've said this in other streams before, that I wanted to show the actual crafting process in real time and not a heavily edited video. So these craft sessions are only going to be, until I finish them, these craft sessions are only going to be about these plant mound monster things. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't even remember what I called them. So, man, there's a lot of this white crud. I don't even know what this stuff is, but yeah, it's coming off. It's just really stuck on there. I don't know what might help. Rubbing alcohol. Yeah, that actually worked really well. Except I'm stubborn. Yep. A little bit of isopropyl. Takes it straight off. Took some of that shine up. The shiny lid. Oh, I should just do that with all of them. Whew. I think I will. There's a bit of a shine to these things. So this is just rubbing alcohol. I think, yeah, 91% isopropyl. I mean, you obviously, let's see, sometimes I had to think differently about bits that I discard. Could be something. Yeah, exactly. Everything could be something. When I said, no, I've always just thrown these bits out before, and now I'm using them. So now it's something else I have to hoard in my collection. It's a little bit, yep. Okay, here, this one's dried. This one I haven't done yet, and you can definitely see a difference in the shine. So this is cleaning it with the alcohol is also stripping off any of the mold release that's on here too. So that'll help once I go to paint them. These will wind up being a quick and dirty paint job. Ah, fudge. Whew. And there's everything. You get to see me really screw shit up on this. Fudge, 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 fudge. Oh, fortunately, that's never happened before. Where is my... Oh, there's my paper towels. Oops. Fortunately, I keep all the stuff I need to replace within arm's reach. And an accident like that, really not that big a deal. And I'm good to go again. And that's just, that's not me being set. Clean mine up with a lighter. Yeah. That may work, but I'm also trying to get that way. That's actually not a bad idea, the lighter. But I already spilled a bunch of rubbing alcohol, as you just saw, so let's just continue with that. Ooh, fresh bottle, too. Forgot I ran the other one out. Yeah, I know. I'm not a neat person. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, these already been coated with isopropyl. Oh, no, wait, this one hasn't. Just melted off. I hear also if I would use fire, I would also use. I don't want to risk losing all that texture, the little bumps and whatnot. I want to be very specific with what comes off. Just basically get rid of the mold lines there. Oh, yeah. You know, the alcohol. Yeah, no. That would be cool. It would. It would look cool, but I think maybe I'll just not involve the big square fire on my crafting table. Now, granted, I use fire to melt foam for texturing purposes, but hey, it works. Oh, man. Yeah, done with that. These mold lines aren't so bad. Might be I was just scraping them up with my fingernails. Hey, yeah, you know what? These mold lines are coming off with a fingernail. Yeah, maybe not. Blade. Hey, man, God, you always thought you were talking about melting stuff off the wire. It's common for scrappers to melt off the plastic from wires. I do that also. Oh, yeah, I've heard of scrappers doing that. Oof. I would not want to be in that room when they do that, though. I mean, it's bad enough when I'm burning foam through my hot wire and all the fumes coming off of it. Whew. Can't imagine how toxic that plastic covering the wires are. Ugh. This is actually coming off pretty good. Just a matter. Not a whole lot of effort to clean up these mold lines. Some of them aren't even really noticeable. I'm just running off. But yeah. Oy. Gosh. Yeah, the alcohol will dry up quick enough on the table. Unfortunately, I don't have my fan running right now. Because I wanted to have my fan and my hot glue gun plug into the same receptacle, so I can have one or the other. So right now it's hot glue because I wasn't sure if I was going to be using it for this, so I just plugged that in. Yeah, that's good enough. That one's got a little excessive mold lines there. Yeah, good enough. Some here. And the thing is, now when I go into the Dollar Tree. Yeah, this is true. PV. Oof. How I worked in a adhesives plant for 12 years and some of the stuff in there. Ooh, man, that stuff was bad. All highly flammable. As they found out back in, I think, 2000, 4, 2005. Fire in an adhesive plant is not a good thing. Eventually, it can lead to fireballs over 100 foot tall. Sure, my airbrush tool doesn't catch all the acrylic ice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like, they always say, do this in a well-ventilated area. Well, you know what? We try. But you know what? Even still, we're sucking up all the chemicals and all the nasties that come along with our hobby. Of course, I smoked cigarettes for I don't know how many years. I didn't quit. I just switched what I use. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 2 for each mound. That should be good enough. Let's get these shapes going. Try not bending this. Yeah, it's just a matter of bending them into. And if you think I have a plan, oh yeah, plan of exactly what I'm doing, no. I have a general idea. How I craft is I get an idea of what I want, and then I just an idea of what the finished product may look like. I try and go for it, and then I just start working on it, and it never winds up looking like what I had in my head when I first started. I call it scatterbrain crafting, because I'm always changing what I'm thinking of for different ways of doing it. I know. Yeah. Oh, it's starting to bend out the same. I would leave it straight, but that's just boring and really unnatural looking. Gotta give a little bit of dynamic action pose thing or a bob to how this looks. Man. Can't really have everything looking the same either. Oh, oops. Just ripped the plastic covering a little bit. That's no big deal. A little bit of putty will cover that up, or a dab of hot glue or something. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I saw these Venus flytrap things on TeamU, and I was just like, yeah, those will make a cool monster. So I ordered them and was pleasantly surprised with their size. I mean, they're still pretty weak. You know, it's thin plastic, and these teeth are, yeah. But once they're painted up and on the table, it's not like people are going to be poking at them. Well, you know what? Actually, a lot of players will poke at them just because, but. And that's when their characters will die. Don't poke the plants. I still can't believe I can't believe with as often as I use tentacles and stuff, I can't believe I never actually made the connection with using the bottom parts of these plants, because they really look like tentacles. It's a primer to thicken. Yeah. I may not even bother trying to hide that crack. It might look cool. I decide once I'm further along in the process. Yep. I just got to figure out where I want these to go. Because I want to put the tentacles on first because they're going to stick out further than the plants, the trap parts themselves. And I also have some other tentacles I need to grab that are going to go on. Yeah. For it used to be Dorito dust. But yeah. Oh man. That's the problem. If you're the main supplier of the terrain, what do the people who didn't make it care? They didn't put the hours in to make whatever. So just jam that in there. Well, I said this. Oh, PML, you were asking if this was foam. You can still. Let me see if I can get this to focus in. You can see a little bit of the green showing through right there. So yeah, it's foam. Let me see here. And there you go. You can also see it right there. And it actually works. Little blob of hot glue. And yeah, I'm using black hot glue because why not? Now on this particular part right here, you can't really see it, but mainly I'm hot gluing straight on the foam, and the black hot glue just shows up better on camera. That's why I started using it. And it's not really more expensive for me. It's not really much more expensive than like a regular hot glue. But yeah, there's just a matter of where do I want to put all these things. A lot of times I could just push the holes in and there you go. Oh, here's another little idea that makes for easy monster making. When you're using your hot glue gun for like oozes and slimes and stuff, you can make easy oozes and stuff just by putting the base down and letting the hot glue drip on, and you'll get easy like slime monsters on a base. They're actually pretty easy to paint up. Like here's one when I was using some clear hot glue. Let's see if I can show you. Just a random pile, and it looks perfect for an ooze, ochre, jelly, whatever. Let's see, where do I want this? Yeah, that looks like a good spot. I said, this is about as much thought as I put into any of my builds. It's like, yeah, this looks like a good spot. I'll put it there. And there I put it. Who knows? Maybe these will wind up at for ClaraCon 2025. There is something that I sent him last year that I want to rebuild, the mushroom monsters. But I want to make them. I can't just build them like I did the ones he got. I got to make them nastier and uglier. But I do have the same I do have a bunch of the same mushrooms that I started at those mushroom monsters. Dollar Tree sells them every year. And I have enough to make a lot. I I'm going to see you too. Going to go back to streaming soon before ClaraCon. Good. Yeah, a lot of time. I mean, I usually have to catch your streams on the replay PML. That's mainly because I get up at 2:30 in the morning. Because before work, I go into the city and put out food for a bunch of stray cats. So it's like I got to get that done before I go to work, and I usually go to bed around like 8:30. And I'm old, so whatever. It's because I like cats better than people. Yeah, but it'd be nice to be it. I can post my list. Oh, yeah. You can't? You know, I posted them on my Discord. There's a link. I love seeing pictures of what people post. Or even like Cal, if you got Facebook, there's always the Tabletop Crafters Guild. That's a good place. Good place for posting pics and stuff. I know I post it every time I put a video out. I post on there or random builds. Oh yeah, but see, I would eat the bunnies. I grew up on a farm, so you know. But yeah, can feel bad for the critters. Actually, I have 4 cats right now, and they are all rescues. Well, we have 4 cats. And they always wind up liking her better than me. Including the one that I brought out off the street during the end of winter when there was snow on the ground. Oh yeah. Have you, hey, Clowny, have you noticed that the stuff at the Dollar Tree this year for Halloween, it's just, I mean, they got a couple okay items for the Halloween, but I mean, last year they didn't have the skeletons that they always had, and they don't have them again this year. It's like the Dollar Tree really seems to have they raised their prices through they went from $1 to $1.25. Now they have items up to like $5 a pop. They have that more than a buck, like $3 to $5 aisle. So it's just like, ooh, I'm live. Someone trying to actually get a hold of me on Discord. So, nope, not gonna happen. Either way, but yeah, it was like the Dollar Tree just has kind of gone downhill lately as far as Halloween stuff goes. Now, granted, I'm still going into the Dollar Tree all the time, picking up stuff. I was in this morning. I picked up little parchment paper and some what is the 5-minute little things, a 5-minute epoxy they have. I use that for like water and stuff. Ow, son of a Hot glue is hot. This is mainly to get. I gotta trim that up. A little too fat for my taste. Trim off some of the pieces. My brain. Yeah. I mean, it's not that you really expect high quality stuff at the dollar store or Dollar Tree, but still, it's like, yeah, I have taken a real dump. But I think I've seen the same skeletons I used to carry, like the bat, the spider, and that different stuff on Temu for like $2.50. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want them that bad. Though I do order from Temu a lot. Oh, Lord, do I get a lot of stuff from there. Like I said, that's where I got these. Yeah, that'll work. Eventually, I'll primer all this up with an airbrush. Right now, I just want to get stuff added that I know I'm going to have to paint. Yeah. Oh, this is the part where I stare at it for a few seconds and try and figure something out, but I need a drink. Don't have the fan going down here. It's getting hot. Store brand soda. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. I trim some of these a little bit shorter because I'm thinking I'm just going to be sticking them in random places. Of course, I may have to add some more tentacles. I may add some more tentacles once I get these in, just to get a better idea. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, definitely need to trim them down a little bit. I'm thinking when I paint these up, maybe just to give it a little extra horror effect, maybe paint, I don't know what this part of the plant's called, but the teeth. And I do kind of want to add some like veins and stuff going down on the outside just to give it a little visual interest and texture. I did not notice that mold line, which I got to get rid of. Oh, you know what? Screw it. It's not going to matter because it's basically going to be, yeah, screw it. Not going to matter. I do want to adding veins with hot glue. I've done this before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't work here, I have more. It's really not that big a deal. Quick. Tease it out, tease that end out a little. Yep. And see, that's why I like here, and you can perfectly see why I'm using the black hot glue. You can see what I'm doing. And also doing this, adding these little veins on the back. It's quick, it's easy, and it'll actually strengthen up the piece itself a little bit. Being it's on this plastic, it's going to cool off fast. I think some low line like bush on the top and flocking will go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I absolutely planned on doing that. Basically, you're going to jungle it all out. You know what the sad part is with these veins that I'm putting on? You're not really going to see them. But I know the reason I'm putting them there is I think they'll look cool, and I'll know they're there. I will know they're there. Okay. I'm going to leave the inside alone pretty much. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Paint will go a long way. What was I? Oh, the other vines or tentacles. I didn't actually grab those ahead of time like I grabbed everything else. But anytime I'm in the Dollar Tree, I go straight to the toy section and look at the Final Faction stuff, which I don't think they're starting to phase out. And grab the tentacle pack. So I'll definitely be able to cut these up and use the tentacles from more different areas. But that's for later. Because I use those tentacles for a lot of stuff. For right now, I just want to get these veins and stuff on. Because this is going to take a minute. And I will give it some interesting. I mean, you see this kind of like pattern on different. What was it? Like different plant eggs type stuff, seed pods and whatnot in different horror movies. Like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There's a classic. Yeah, leaves a lot of strings, but here's another thing about using the black hot glue. It's easy to see the strings it's leaving behind. You get the idea. I said, this is real-time crafting, so I may get stuck on a step and it may turn boring as all, but and I will tend to ramble about stuff. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. Ow. So aside from, let's see, Clericon's going on, Mythicon's going on. I'm going to fall in Gettysburg first weekend in November. Late October, early November there seems to be quite a few conventions going on. But no, Fallen is the one I'm going to is a historical miniatures convention. I've been looking at a lot of like different historical miniatures, like Vikings, some medieval stuff, knights, whatnot, Saxons, stuff that I could easily use for like fantasy games and whatnot. But I mainly go in to check that out and check some of the other stuff because with these historical miniatures conventions, they will play pretty well much anything, any game from any era of history. I think I even seen caveman games going on, but sadly, no role playing games. So no biggie. That's actually going to look good once they're all done. At least I think it will. I don't know. Let's just hope it will, because then I'll put in all this effort to do that. And see, like right here, there's another reason that I had hot glue in the back. I don't know if you can see that little piece of the wire sticking through. And if it would focus, you could. Yeah. Right there. And even though the picture's a little out of focus. Well, camera's not cooperating. This hot glue will cover it up. And go really quick and simple. So let's see, Clowny and Cal, are you heading at any cons this remainder of the year, or you plan on getting any in next year? So I know next year I'll be going. I mean, we all know that paint minis. Adult Bryson, black veins. How can I write plant corruption into the? Oh, come on, your adult brain. That would imply you had a brain campaign. Come on, man. You set yourself up for one. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Corruption and plant corruption in a game. Oh, trichomes. Oh, you. Makes us go and get sparks. Yeah. Oh, Cross, you missed the part where I was like putting in these tentacles. These are actually the bottom part off of any plant things we get, like the Dollar Tree. It's the end part that we all throw out. So these like tentacles actually came from the crap we throw out normally. But yeah, I got a lot of these to go through. These I might actually wind up. No, these will actually wind up getting painted over. Not exactly sure what color at the moment. The whole thing will get painted, and I'll figure out what color I want to paint it later. But that plant corruption idea is a good one. I am definitely stealing that. I'm not taking inspiration. I'm just flat out stealing it. Maybe simple little plants that turn into these beast monster things because of the corruption. Maybe. Who knows? Oh man, it's getting hot. I'm going to go through a lot of hot glue on these. Looks good though. At least it will once it dries. Yep. Definitely gives a raised edge. I'll probably wind up adding some texture over top of it with some texture paste I have, just so it's not quite so smooth, just to beat it up a little. Yeah, like my scatterbrain terrain making. Oh, jeez. Oof, that's somewhat rough. Let's see something here. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Oh, damn it. I screwed something up. There we go. I fixed it. Was having a technical issue. And now it is fixed. We're all in this together. Yeah. Yeah, but let's face it, Cross. If we were on a sinking boat and there was only one, if me and you were on a sinking boat and there was only one life preserver, I might think of you eventually. But no. course, then again, I always tell my wife that if me and one of the cats were drowning and she could only save one of us, I know that the cat would be happy and she might have. And I just ask that she think of me every once in a while. So I know my place in this. Cats and me. Wire. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of these things. I know one of the things I'm hoping to find once I go to the convention I'm going to the first weekend in November is Victrix. Victrix minis, they make some knights, Templar knights that look amazing. And it's like comparable to the GW knights, like that, in my opinion. Maybe, not all the extra unnecessary crap that GW puts on a lot of their models now anymore, but they look really well made. I've seen plenty of reviews about them. And they're actually going to be coming out with some foot knights before too long. And because honestly, I just don't want to have to order them and wait for them for the slow boat from England. Because that's where Victrix is based. But they do make some nice historical miniatures. They're what's really piqued my recent interest in historicals. They got, like I said, they make a lot of historical stuff. Can easily fit into our games. Of course, also, if it's one book I've got over here. Four Horsemen by Carl Agus. It's a Easy D6 setting that's set during the War of the Roses. And you can get miniatures specifically designed for that era, from the historical era if you want it. I mean, it's a role-playing game, but still, a lot of us want minis that actually fit, but sometimes it just doesn't matter. But my whole point is it's available. You just have to look through more than just like Reaper, or GW, or a lot of the guys that make fantasy stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I just have a recent interest in historical miniatures themselves, but not. Tastes like pork. I mean, from everything I've read and heard, the human flesh is basically pork. So, it's the other white meat. Why do you think they use pigs for ballistics test and like when they do that crime scene investigation, or how they try and figure stuff out of like rotting bodies and stuff, they use pigs because it's most close to human flesh. At least I think I heard that. So yeah, can't say Zach knowingly ate humans. Knowingly. There's a lot of stuff here. As I was mentioned earlier about using bushes and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, but that's going to be one of the flocking and whatnot for the toss and that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that. It's just going to be one of the last things I'll add. Because eventually everything's going to get. I have an extra one. I'm not. Yes, thank you for the self-whacking. Yeah. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, please. It's more like a scooter falling over my train of thought. Let me see. The stupid hot glue hairs. You use black hot glue, it's easy to see them. Easy to get rid of them. Whew, man, it's getting hot down here. Holy crap, I've been going for an hour already? Wow. Didn't even realize. Yeah, I think once I finish these veins up, I'm going to sign off just to give you a little bit of a warning. But yeah, I definitely want to go. Historicals are cool. I wish it was more into painting metal. Let's see here. Victrix. You know what? If you give me a second here, there are a couple like Victrix. They're pretty much all plastic. Oh wait, that's not the wrong one. I have a couple bookmarked. Warlord Games. That's 3 companies right there that are primarily plastics. So, like the Victrix Knights I was talking about. Okay, GW, you get 12 mounted knights for $55. Victrix, you get 18 mounted knights for $44. Yeah, which ones you gonna go for? Not like I said. Also, they're coming out with they have and another advantage with some of the historical miniature companies. Get rid of that right now. Is like between the Victrix, the Perry, and the Warlord Games, you can mix and match bits from one manufacturer to the other. Like you can put arms, take someone from I think the Warlord Games or something, and or let's just stick with the Victrix and the Perry miniatures. You can mix and match the body parts if you want to. Like you can get like Kit Bash custom. Actually, you know what? If you give me a second here, I can put Victrix miniatures. I can in the chat. There we go. Okay, yeah, here's for Victrix. And then here is for I don't want your I don't want that. Oh, come on. Perry miniatures. Okay, did I have a slow computer? And here's for the Perry miniatures. Yep. I know there's a lot of historicals on Amazon and that too, so. Flames pan. Oh, if I really wanted to. Oh, Clowny, I have Reaper peppers growing in my backyard right now. So if I want to put them in flavor country, I'll just throw those at them. Or better yet, I'll prep some of the peppers and leave the oils on my hand and shake everybody's hand and just wait for them to wipe their eyes. Or touch tender parts. Mhm. Who keeps messaging me? I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. See, I'm not even sure at this point what color I'm going to be painting these. If I'm going to go for a natural green or, yeah, I'll figure that out when I paint, when it comes time to paint. And I'll go, that color. That's about how much thought I'll put into it. Do I want them to look more natural? Do I want them to look, I don't know, paranormal, kind of ghost like, or do I want them to look like if you would come in contact with them, you could smell color? No, I got 3 more to go. Damn, that's not bad. Oh man, I wonder I was having trouble getting it to go. Stupid glue gun. Also, no, after this, I got a whole week to try and figure out the next step. I mean, if you do something like this, just go ahead and use your regular clear glue. This is just like I said before. It's just mainly because the black shows up better. Of course, I got other colors too. I mean, let me see. I got blue, I got green, I got yellow, I got red and orange. Thank you. What's that one? Hobby Lobby. Dang. Art. I think I said this last week, but yeah, so art by Jeremiah using red and the red, yellow, and orange hot glues to make lava flows. Actually, it looked kind of interesting. I think that's actually why I bought this pack, just so I could, try and experiment a little, see how it will look, or I could do my take on it. Just haven't gotten around to doing it. One of those, I want to do it because it looks really cool, but never having too many other builds and stuff I want to get done, and then just never getting around to doing it. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's not bad. That's sticking weird. I had beat the ever loving life out of this hot glue gun. Yeah, it's starting to die. I mean, not. I mean, it's still got a long light. Still got a long time to go yet, but starting to feel like I'm gonna need a new one before too damn long. Yeah, one of the cats is back there sniffing around in my off-cut bin. Orange little crackhead is what she is. Or the terrorist, as we sometimes call her here at the house. One of my dumpster kitties. Dog owners. I paid $5,000 for this purebred championship bloodline dog that, is whatever. And me, yeah, I picked mine up, 2 of my cats up behind a dumpster. Dog owners during the winter, 5 a.m., out freezing your butt off walking your dog while I'm still, and if I can sleep that late, underneath a blanket or a comforter, all nice and toasty, because my pet goes in a box. Okay, well, that was the last one, guys. Hey, man, actually, is. Thanks for showing up, Pink Minis. Well, guys, that is a good stop point for me right now. I am going to end this stream, and thank you, everybody, for showing up and listening to me ramble about random crap while you watch me put black hot glue on plants. So, I'll be here next week again, guys. I want to do this every week. Want to do this every week until, and at least until these things are done, and then I'll start something else, of course. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out then. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys next week. Take care, guys.